Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.
I had a big argument with David yesterday. I hope he's not still mad at me.
What did you argue about?
He borrowed some money from me and I needed it back. He said he didn't have the money yet.
Well, he should pay you back. It's only fair.
Yes, but I got angry with him too quickly. He probably thought that I mistrusted him. I shouldn't have got angry.
Did you lend him a lot of money?
Not much. I had to pay an unexpected bill, so I needed the money back.
Well, talk to him about it next time you see him. He probably feels as bad about it as you do. Close friends sometimes have disagreements. It's nothing unusual. Neither of you said anything really nasty, did you?
No, we didn't. I guess you're right. We should patch things up.
Of course you should. You wouldn't want a silly argument to ruin a long friendship, would you?
I am thinking about inviting you to a dinner. When would you have time? And what kind of food do you fancy?
That would be great. I am really in the mood for a spicy hot pot. Any special reason for the invitation?
To thank you for helping me at work last week. If you would not have been so kind, I would not have been able to pick my parents from the airport. You really did me a big favor. Thank you so much.
It was my pleasure. How about this evening? I feel very hungry now.
Fine. I know a good hot pot place in the downtown area. Food there is pretty spicy too. Shall we try that one?
Okay with me. You are the boss. I will meet you downstairs after work.
The flood will come on the heels of the heavy rain.
I wonder if the municipal government will take some preventive measures.
I'm sure they will. Do you believe in horoscope fortune-telling?
I used to be an atheist. But in recent months, I couldn't but form a more favorable opinion of horoscope.
That sounds interesting. Have you been involved in any mystery?
Not exactly, except that I find horoscope predictions increasingly accurate. I came upon a website which sends me an updated message by email each day forecasting my experience in detail. It is amazing to find these forecasts largely in line with my daily life.
What did it say about you then?
For example, the message for the day before yesterday notified me that I, as a Leo guy, was to have some unusual experience in food and drink. And as it turned out, the reality matched this prediction well. Last night, I was treated to a dinner party by Mr. Lee.
But it must have been only a coincidence. That's the only way superstition wins over science.
Oh, no. You can never tell whether such and such is science or sheer fraud. If horoscope is really something deceptive, how come quite a size of proportion of young people think highly of it?
For fun. It serves as a shared topic to them. While they claim to consult the predictions constantly and marvel at their accuracy, they do not necessarily take them seriously. When it that these predictions are matched by their real-life experiences, they delight in spreading the thrill with friends. But if there isn't any correlation between reality and predictions, they just grin, forget about them, and go on living as usual. He's honest, hardworking and responsible. I simply can't find any shortcoming of his as an employee.
I rather doubt it. You're cheated by his appearance, I think.
Don't be so jealous. He never speaks ill of you before me. How is nightlife in Beijing?
Very interesting.
What do you suggest then?
How about going to dance? There is a very good nightclub nearby.
That's a great idea. Let's go. Oh, the dance hall looks very nice and the music is wonderful.
I'm glad you like it. The band is called 4 and 1. They are especially good at playing rock and roll.
That's great. I love to dance to fast music.
Then you must be interested in disco dancing, aren't you?
Yes, disco dancing is my favorite. It's great fun and good exercise as well.
Okay, let's disco.
Now the band is playing a slow dance.
That's a waltz. Would you like to try it?
Sorry, I think you'll sit out the next dance.
All right, let me get you something to drink.
Joanne. Let's not make this divorce any more acrimonious than it already is, okay? Let's just get down to business and start dividing this stuff up fairly, so we can go our separate ways, all right?
Fine with me. I just want to get this over with. It's important we make a clean break. I should have signed a prenup.
What was that?
Nothing. Anyway, you're right, there's no reason this has to be nasty. My lawyer tells me you've accepted our alimony proposal and the division of property, as well as the custody agreement. I keep the cat and you get the dog. So that's done finally.
Let's not go there, Joanne. Okay. So let's start with the record collection. I'll take the albums I contributed and you can have your cheesy disco albums back.
Fine, but I'm keeping the antique gramophone as my grandfather gave it to me.
I believe that was a wedding present to both of us, Joanne. And you hardly ever use it.
He's my grandfather, and he never really liked you anyway.
Whatever. All right. I'll concede the silly gramophone, if you'll agree that I get the silver tea set.
How typical. When are you ever going to use a silver tea set? Fine. I don't want to drag this out any longer than necessary. What's next? What about these old photographs?
Which ones? Let me have a look. Wow. Look at that. That brings back memories that?
Our trip to Italy. I remember that day. We were going to visit the Trevi Fountain, and we got caught in the rain.
And you looked so adorable with your hair all wet. I had to take a picture of you standing there in that little alley, smiling and laughing in the rain.
Oh, we really did have fun back then, didn't we?
Oh, Joanne, are we making a big mistake? I know our relationship has been on the rocks for some time, but are you sure we can't reconcile and try again? I still love you.
Oh, Jeff. I love you too. I'm so glad we didn't have to decide who keeps the motorcycle.
The motorcycle? But that's mine.
Did you watch the volleyball match last night?
Yeah.
Who won?
China.
What was the score?
China beat Brazil 3-0.
Wonderful. Doesn't she have any friends?
If she has, they must be fair weather friends.
Such friends are even worse than enemies.
She'd better keep away from them.
My Chinese friends told me that the Spring Festival is coming soon. Can you tell me something about it?
Certainly. It's actually the Chinese New Year and is regarded by the Chinese as the most important holiday of the year.
What happens on the holiday?
Family members usually get together on the eve of the New Year and have a special dinner to celebrate. Relatives and friends often visit each other during the holiday to wish each other a Happy New Year.
Do people cook a lot of special dishes for the holiday?
Yes, just like Christmas in Western countries, it is a time for eating lots of special food.
I'm better now. Want to play again?
I'll let you break the balls this time.
Let's get all the balls out of the pockets.
Okay, how much do you want to bet on this game?
You are crazy. Gambling is against my principles. Well, I am a regular member of this club.
Do you have to pay to join?
Yes, membership fees vary depending on the club, but usually they run into tens of thousands of dollars.
Wow, that much? Don't they have any public courses?
Very few, unfortunately.
How was your game today?
Extremely good. I shot a 78, including 5 birdies.
Congratulations. What's your normal handicap?
10. How did your game go?
My drives were terrible today. I kept slicing the ball into the roughs and sand traps.
Maybe you can correct it by going to a driving range before you play again. Does Tom drink a lot?
Yes, he does. He of 10 has had one too many. But I advised him not to drink too much. He just boasted that he had hollow legs and nobody had ever drunk him under the table.
That's a problem. He has sort of Dutch courage and that will egg him on in doing anything. Hey, Mike, can I ask you something?
Sure, what's up?
I'm going to gamble on the World Cup tonight. Who do you think will win?
Good question. I have to think about it.
My husband is betting on France.
France? Is he crazy?
What do you mean?
Well, how can I put this? France is a terrible team.
You know that? Dan got a divorce.
Really? I thought he loved his wife very much.
Yeah, but his relation with Sally come to a sticky end and was found by his wife.
He deserved it.
Hello, Mr. McMillan.
Hi, Susan. How are you feeling today?
Much better, thanks.
Glad to hear it.
Hey Bob, what you doing?
I'm at home painting.
I didn't know you paint. What type of painting is it?
I enjoy oil painting. I learned it in one of my extra classes in college.
That sounds so interesting. I wish I learned a hobby.
Hobbies are never too late to learn. They offer a variety of classes at the local community college. You should look into it.
I think I will. Thanks for the info.
Our mission is to help you learn the English language. We have created easy-to-follow, free educational materials for those seeking knowledge of English.